certain rules that one must abide by in order to successfully survive a horror movie. For instance, number 1, you can never have sex. No. Big no-no. Big no.
I'm a dead man.
Keep him in popcorn. Sex equals death, okay? Number 2, you can never drink or do drugs. No, the sin factor. It's a sin. It's an extension of number 1. And number 3, never, ever, ever, under any circumstances, say, I'll be right back. Because you won't be back.
I'm getting another beer. You want one?
Yeah, sure.
I'll be right back.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another watch along. Super excited to get into this as we dive into the original Scream. And this was Kevin's pick. So super excited to get into it, man. Hell of a pick. I know you were contemplating it at first. What was the other movie you were thinking about? Or was there ever really any competition?
Oh, yeah, there was a few. So just with Scream 6 coming out and my love for this franchise and me wanting to just talk about this movie and the franchise and kind of like my thoughts and worries for Scream 6, almost like a group therapy session. This is going to be. So Scream was my first choice. And then I tossed around like Hereditary. I tossed around Rob Zombie's Halloween. And so those were like the three I was thinking about. But I was also thinking about doing like a Scream 5 watch along just to like really, really dig deep with that movie and all the issues I have with it. But yeah, man, how to pick the OG.
Hell of a pick. Marie, I know you recently rewatched it not too long ago for the first time in a while. And what was your initial reaction when you were able to watch it again?
Well, Michael,
You fell asleep.
I did not watch
me.
the whole thing. I didn't watch the whole thing. I fell asleep.
You really did fall asleep.
I really did fall asleep. I put it on kind of to like. I also had a couple drinks that night, so I was just like, "This is so good."
Love it.
It was good. It was good. I'm excited to actually be coherent and watch it in full and hear your passions for it, both you guys, and yeah.
Yeah, I love this movie so much. Kevin, I was able to check out your you and Burke's newest episode in the Comments podcast.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like you're the biggest fan of the Scream trailer, or the new one. And you want me to be honest with you? I kind of felt that way because it dropped and I didn't hear anything from you at all. Like I was like, oh.
Well,
I was like, oh man.
That's for two reasons. One, because I wanted to just like let it sit, let it marinate, and see how I felt about it. And then two, I knew Burke and I were going to hop on at some point and talk about it. I don't hate the trailer. Like I think it looks very watchable, action heavy, and more alive than anything in Scream 5. So I thought the trailer was fun, but there's something. It feels very like Jurassic World. Dominion kind of like there's some like DNA with that in this movie. Like it's there's something too artificial going on with it. But man, I hope it's good. I hope I like it. I hope they win me over.
You and me both.
But I don't know, man. I'm nervous. I heard recently that the directors don't really have any idea of where the story's going, and they haven't had any idea since Scream 5.
I hate that.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, no, that's a way to put it.
Right?
Yeah, man. I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of the last movie that they released. But I will say, like, I just remember when that movie came out, like everybody was like, I don't know. Everybody was like, this Ghostface is darker. He's meaner. The kills are more violent. And I walked out of the movie like, where? Like, bitch, where? I just didn't feel that way. But I will say, like, in this trailer, I get more like a darkness type of vibe from Ghostface. More like, I know people don't really fuck with the whole shotgun thing. I don't mind it personally. I mean,
I liked it.
It's not like he's like that's his weapon of choice. He took it from somebody. So I don't know. It's just something about this seems different, and that's so weird coming out of my mouth because I think back to the last movie when Dewey called Sydney. He said this one feels different, and it
Okay, we got to talk
really
about that.
didn't.
We got to
Okay.
talk about that because Scream 5 trailer, this is like this one feels different, and then in the Scream 6 trailer, we got this one feels different. Ghostface is like, there's never been one like me, and it's kind of like echoing the same thing from Scream 5, and then there's something else that happened
Yeah.
in the Scream 5 trailer, that happened in the Scream 6 trailer. Can't remember, but notice that, and I know you love The Mask. I listened to your podcast with Jess, Discount Final Girl.
Well, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
And I think The Mask is cool because it separates it from all the other masks in the franchise. But it's just H18 copy and paste for me. That's all I see in it.
I'm just interested to see where they go with that because it looks like an very aged mask in whatever type of way, and then but we also see in the trailer that the main star has that in her purse. So like, does it get taken from her? Is it a different mask? Like, I don't know. A lot of questions that definitely need to be answered. But that was my biggest takeaway from the trailer is it does feel a little darker to me. Where I just had I just don't see where people thought that from the last movie and the last Ghostface.
I don't either. I remember reviews coming out, very early reviews that were just like boasting about how much this movie Scream 5 has teeth to it and it's brutal, and like it's just they really knocked it out of the park. And then I went and saw Scream 5. I saw it 3 times, just because for different reasons, but it's a very boring movie. Like, it's just a very generic, boring movie for me.
It's what's funny about that is like I went and saw Scream 5 with my sister. I went and saw Halloween Ends with my sister. And both movies, like I know if she likes it or not because we walk out of the theater.
Yeah.
And we don't really say much. And then we talk a little bit, but don't talk about the movie. And then like when we're halfway to the car, somebody asks, "So what'd you think?"
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you already know what I think. Like, I already know what you think. So I don't know. I hope it's good. Marie, have you seen all the Screams or
No?
No?
No.
What are you up to? What are you up to? No
I
judgment. No judgment.
I know I've seen the first one and the second one, possibly the third one.
I
haven't seen. I don't think I've seen 4. I haven't seen 5.
Okay, interesting. I was about to say no judgment here. I mean, I came on live and said I've never seen The Thing and got ridiculed for it, and rightfully so.
You know what? Also, Mike hasn't seen.
No, we're not going to do this. We're not going to do this.
Mike has not seen Salem's Lot, and he also hasn't seen John Carpenter's The Fog. How about that?
I haven't either. I haven't seen The Fog.
Oh my god!
I've seen Salem's Lot when I was a kid, but I haven't seen The
Fog. Well, dang.
What's up, Jess? Appreciate you checking in to the live. And man, we did this last time on the live. How do we pronounce my man's name? And I feel bad about this. Sham. Okay.
Yeah. He's awake.
I know. He always every time I make a post about us doing a watch along, he's like, he always DMs me. He's like, man, I hope I'm awake for that. I think it's. So obviously his schedule's totally different than us, but I don't want to really wait any longer. I really want to dive into this. So anybody doing the watch along with us, we are going to start at the Dimension Films logo where it says the entire logo. So it's about 18 seconds in. So we're going to go 3, 2, 1, start. And maybe. All right, y'all ready? 3, 2, 1, start.
All right, I'm ready for you guys to gush.
Greatest movie ever made.
I'll go ahead and gush already. I mean, Kevin did right there. This is the greatest opening scene to a horror film I have ever seen.
I think it's the greatest opening to a movie ever.
Ever. Just have to one up me. Just have to one up me. Obviously, Mike, I was just gonna say I was hella young when this movie came out. So
I was about to ask you when was the first time you saw it? At what age?
So why'd you dial it again? probably 7 or 8.
Yeah, me too.
Wow.
Yeah, which is pretty young. But I just remember like when I talk to people about this who were like not young and like actually comprehended this stuff, like they knew how big Drew Barrymore was at the time, and the fact that they killed her,
The elderly here, the elderly one in the room.
like just knew how quickly they that the choice that they made to kill her off, how big that was, how
Yeah.
So
I just think she's the perfect choice to be the opening kill too, because Drew Barrymore is so likable. Like everyone loves her. She's like she's in all these family movies and movies that you grew up with. So to see that actress, that kid, now get like gutted in the first 20 minutes of the movie is like it's traumatizing.
You're murdering my childhood. You're murdering my childhood.
Yeah.
What was the on death screen for any movie? On death kill. Oh, wow.
On screen?
On screen, I had a bad day, a long day.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm pushing through.
Man.
Which kill on screen fucked y'all up in any movie?
Oh God. In any movie
definitely this one.
Yeah. Like this opening?
Yeah, like I remember I've talked about this almost anytime I talk about this movie, but I remember seeing this when I was 8 years old, and being absolutely woozy and nauseous after this opening, like panic attack inducing, just because I've never seen anything like this, and it feels so real. This opening is so good.
It is. You have
a kill that really affected me that was like a lot to handle was probably the one in Terrifier.
That's a good one.
That one was just like, that is horrible.
Yeah.
That was a pretty bad kill.
Wait till you see Terrifier 2.
I still need
that was pretty tough. All right, so what's everybody eating? I am eating peanut M&M or peanut butter M&Ms and drinking wine.
Nice.
Oh, wine.
So
I'm eating popcorn and drinking decaf Nespresso coffee.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
I got popcorn, I've got tea, and I've got my lime bubblies.
Love that.
What kind of tea you got today, Kevin?
I don't know the brand, but it's like lavender chamomile. It's very fancy. It's very fancy. Tina from Nightmare on Elm Street for me. Yeah. Nightmare. I remember seeing Nightmare on Elm Street, Scream, Prom Night, and The Dentist when I was like 8, 9 years old. Those were like my gateway horror movies, and Nightmare on Elm Street scared me so bad.
I would say the one that really fucked with me immediately was Georgie's death from It.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
I had nightmares about that.
Yeah.
I mean, it was my first horror movie I saw, so like it definitely stuck with me.
I feel like every kill in Nightmare on Elm Street is iconic.
Yeah. Also, Justin Long's death at the end of Jeepers Creepers. I saw that when I was like 12.
Oh, man.
I love how brutal and unforgiving that ending is, and that got me too.
Yeah, I rewatched that movie a lot. It's very rewatchable. Speaking of that, I know you just went to a convention and you were able to meet the guy who played Jeepers Creepers, man. How was that?
Yeah, dude, he was so nice. He's big and he plays football.
Kick the shit out of you.
I'm very scared. Yeah, he was great, man. I'm not a big convention guy, but I like going every once in a while. And he was just very pleasant, man. He took his time. He talked about the movie. He asked how old I was when I first saw it. What was my theater experience like?
Really?
Yeah. What did I know what it was about when I watched the trailer? And so we just had like a 5-10 minute long conversation. And
don't you love that?
Yeah, like he was just very nice.
It's so sweet.
I would say James Juice Courtney was really nice too when I met him. I met him and Nick Castle at the same convention. They were both nice. But yeah, James was definitely kind of going back and forth with like a good conversation as well, and like seemed really interested. So, and when shit like that happens, like you definitely gain more respect for, the people that you already like.
Yeah.
The Shape of Horror podcast said, I was lucky to see it when it came out in 1996. It gave horror a much needed jolt. Halloween 6 came out a year before Scream to give you the idea of how bad things are.
That's great.
Yeah. I will say, though, I will say Halloween 6 has definitely grown on me over the years. It was
Me too.
It was one of my most hated ones. And I don't know something about it. Still, like,
I've always liked it.
I just
Yeah,
love
it's
it.
cool.
I love
It's
it.
got a good aesthetic and vibe to it.
I think a lot of it has to do with, I feel like we get that Haddonfield fall Halloween vibe in it, which I think is huge in those movies. So really going back and revisiting that was really good. Kind of what we got in 4 that I didn't think that we got in 5, personally.
Halloween 5's good though, right, Marie?
Tina.
Oh my god.
I like it. Whatever.
I like 5.
no.
I like 5 too.
I love that you like 5. I do.
I love it. And Tina, right, Kevin? Right? Am I
Oh,
right?
I love Tina. Yeah.
Right.
I'm not a fan of the producer's cut. I know a lot of people prefer the producer's cut. I like the
I don't.
I'm not a fan of that one.
I'm afraid.
Jeez. Tina.
Tina. Okay, popcorn is a bad choice because it always gets stuck in my teeth. So if you see me spin around, it's because I'm picking my teeth. I don't
No
want
joke.
to have my fingers in my mouth.
I've been looking for this phone forever for like a prop.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, dude, you'll probably come across it on eBay for like $350.
I know it's rare, but there's like an Etsy one that's cheap, but
Like
I
you
like to
want
have
the
that one.
exact phone used in the movie or just a replica of the phone?
I mean, if I could get that one, I would. There's no way.
I know.
I haven't like YouTube this or Googled it, but I wonder if there's anybody out there that has on-screen used stuff from this movie. I know we talked about Set Jetter.
Yeah.
He has some stuff from H2O. What really shocked me was he has the top of the door frame from Nightmare on Elm Street.
God,
Which,
man.
can you imagine how iconic that is?
Yeah.
He I think I sent it to you. He DM'd me a picture of it.
I love that
after our
shot.
podcast.
Love that shot.
Me too.
Where he runs by?
I fucking love that shot
Yeah.
so much.
You get
I
that
remember you
first
saying that.
you get that first glimpse of him.
It's just so intense and coming to get you. But there's a guy on YouTube called Nate Reagan. He's got a lot of Scream like props from the movies.
Oh, really?
He's a big collector. Yeah.
Wow. What's crazy to me and shocking to me is like people who are involved with these movies and like they're like, I don't know where any of this shit is. Like they just it's like, what do you do with it after the films? And it's just like I think Deborah Hill. I'm sorry, Dobra Hill. Do y'all know that joke, by the way?
No. No.
So after Halloween Ends came out, there was a girl on TikTok bashing people about not understanding Halloween Ends and where they were going, and she said, she said Dobra Hill. People just like came at her neck for it, but yeah, like she took one of the original Halloween masks and just like stuck it under her bed for a couple years.
Nice.
I like how she like kind of stops and like, I gotta go.
This is where the this fucking scene right here, man, where it just lingers on it.
This is awesome.
and then you just stay with her, and it's just very realistic.
What's up, Mud? Appreciate
What's
you
up,
being here,
man?
man.
And then the music here, the sound, the score, very very cold and like.
Oh, so close.
It's so sad.
I know.
That's also what makes it like so good too, because it's like they're right there.
Mm-hmm.
So close, yeah.
That tension.
I love this so much.
Casey, baby.
So who do you think killed Casey, and who do you think called Casey?
I would.
Or do you think both
I'm-
killers were in the Ghostface costume going at her?
I'm trying to remember. I feel kind of embarrassed about it, but I want to say, if I had to guess, I would say, because I was going to say, not Stu. No, I was gonna say, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough because remember he gets caught with the phone, and he's like, they checked his records. Did he make the call? But like, did Stu make the call and he wasn't there? Like, it could.
Yeah.
I loved it. I love that though. I
Me
love
too.
how they like make you think. If I had to pick though, I'm gonna go with Stu for the.
I think. What do you think, Marie?
Sure. Could be.
I'll give my answer after this. Like the steam coming up off her organs on the ground. God, man.
I never noticed that ever.
I gotta clap. I love that opening so much.
Hell of an opening scene.
I think Billy called. I think Billy and Stu were both there. Oh, obviously, but Billy called. I think they were both in costume. I think Stu had a chance to get her, but I think Billy's the one that killed her because whenever Stu's in the Ghostface costume, he always brings a knife up with both hands, and Billy's just one. Mhm.
That's a good point.
Wow.
Marie, I gotta ask you a question.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If a guy ever said to you that he was watching The Exorcist and it made him think of you, would that be a turn on for you?
Yeah,
It would be it would be a compliment.
Yes.
It would be a compliment. Yeah.
Love that.
What would you say back?
I know. What do you say back?
I don't know.
Because we all
just kind of giggle.
Because we all acknowledge it's a great movie, but it's also a movie that I feel like none of us can that we agree that we don't watch all the time.
Oh my god!
It's a hard watch. It's
How
a hard
can
watch
ya?
for
God. No, thank you.
50 years this year, though. Crazy.
Hmm.
The 90s polo.
No.
You know, he's from Concord, North Carolina. Skeet.
Is he?
Mhm.
Nice.
Hot and heavy.
The way he says it, it's funny.
What's your favorite Sidney Prescott, Kev? I think for me, I think she's badass in 2. Like I really like her in 2. I like the short hair. I think she rocks the hell out of that.
Yeah, the short hair works.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Man, that's a good question. I think I'd probably pick this one, but I really, like you said, I like her haircut in 2. I love how badass she is in the finale. but I also love her in 3 and how she goes toe to toe with Roman. I don't know, man. She always brings it.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think all
Let's
her
see.
performances are really good. I'd probably go again lean 2. I think one of the things that makes the first movie special is she's definitely more in that innocence type stage to where like
Mhm.
Yeah.
she doesn't confront Ghostface really. I mean, but then again at the end she does turn out to be pretty badass too. She does show that badass side when she puts the Ghostface costume on herself, makes the call, and
Yeah.
she you can't ignore that too. She's pretty badass in all of them.
If we're talking
Okay.
like just performances, dude, that scene in 2 in the cop car where she has to crawl over Ghostface and she's like she's
I remember that.
trembling and she's got like so much fear and like emotion in her face, dude. Probably, yeah, I'd probably go with 2 actually.
This one's more of like a character development
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
one.
Marie, would you pick? Well, you're not a big Scream fan like we are. I was gonna ask you if you would pick Sydney or Lori.
I don't.
Or neither.
I see it. The thing I'd only pick Lori in H2O. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I was like, that's it. Like she's so good in that, but I don't really like care for her too much in 1 or 2. But
I like her in 1. I don't even know if she's into.
Is she all right?
Is she into? And that's not a knock because I just I wanted more of her in 2. I think when we do get her in 2, specifically the ending in that chase scene, it's fucking iconic.
Mhm.
There's just not enough of her in 2. But I love 2 still.
Yeah, the wig's brutal too.
The wig is brutal.
The wig's
Yeah,
weird.
that's a tough watch. That right there. But everybody was clowning Hayden Panettiere for her wig in this new
saw that.
movie.
Yeah, she's kind of got a H18 Laurie Strode look going on to her a little bit.
Yeah.
Or Halloween Ends Laurie Strode. I agree. I'm Sydney all the way.
Yeah, me too.
That's a good shot.
Love the 90s trend, by the way, back then.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
Who's up next? Sydney or Prescott?
I don't agree with that one, Mud. I had to disagree.
It's got to the confidence of my Laurie. I'm all set. I'm siding with Mud. I'll back him up. I'm gonna roll with Scout too.
Yeah, I got to pass on that one. But I will say, man, I have become a huge fan of Scout over the past year or two. Just the way she interacts with fans, and I've grown to really like Rob Zombie's Halloween. So,
But theatrical cut, theatrical cut only for me.
same.
Which is so damn hard to find.
It is. It's a shame.
Yeah,
So good.
luckily, if it gets put on streaming, it is the theatrical cut.
It is. What it was on Netflix. It was the theatrical one.
I think it's on Tubi, the theatrical cut.
It is. It is on Tubi because I tried to watch. Sorry, Kev. I tried to watch Halloween 2 the other night. I couldn't get through it, man.
Which one? Rob Zombies?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't
You
know.
Just, just seeing. You're trying to bump it up from a half a star to maybe 1 star.
Damn, you remember that?
It hurts, man.
I don't just because I don't know, man. I've grown to love movies over the years. So I was like, let me give Halloween 2 a shot again, you know?
Can't do it, right?
It just
I got through it when I rewatched it. It was like I got through it, but
I told Kevin this, and Kevin, I'm not trying to shit on your movie, but
It's not for everybody.
But man, that opening scene, it is up there for me. It's if we're ranking scenes in all the Halloween films, that's probably be in my top 10. Now, whether it counts or it doesn't count, I don't know.
I don't know.
Who is your favorite character in the Scream franchise, Mike?
It's a cop out, but I would have to go Sydney. I just think she's really consistent over her movies. I think she's super badass. I don't think she has a dud of a performance. Even in Scream 5, she wasn't on screen much, but it's not like when she was on screen, it was terrible. I would have to go her. I'm not a huge fan of let me not say that. Like I love Dewey a lot, but I'm not. He's not up there for me like he is for like when he got killed in 5. I wasn't as upset. I thought it was a badass kill. I thought they ruined it when I found out who the killer was because I just don't think that would happen. But you know, not trying to throw shots. I'm just saying. Oh shit! I'm over here ruining shit for you.
No,
But
I
you
don't
didn't
care.
say, yeah. Well, you didn't say who got him.
True, but Dewey dying is hella big.
Yeah.
I mean,
Henry. Sorry. Henry.
that's not a surprise to me though that he would die in that movie. It's not surprising to me.
No, I guessed it too. Going into the movie, knowing that I knew they were going to kill a legacy character, and no offense to Gale, I just don't think it would hit hard with people as maybe a Dewey would.
Yeah.
I don't like the placement in the movie of when they killed Dewey and how he went out. I like the kill itself, but like it just doesn't make sense. I don't know. By the way, I love this little score playing in the background right now.
Mm-hmm.
Love that.
It's like angelic but spooky.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking love Dewey. Other than Sydney, he's my favorite character. I think he brings so much. He brings so much levity and heart and like charm and comedy to this franchise. And I hated his death. I don't mind them killing a legacy character. I don't mind that at all. But I hated the way they killed him. I know Dewey's not the smartest guy in the franchise, but he would not go out that way and make his death matter. Like it felt like they just did it for shock value, and that was it to give their movie some quote unquote weight. But man, that movie, just everything about it, Scream 5, I think it's just a whole bunch of poo poo, and it really disappointed me. And
I know how much you hate it because I saw in your letterbox you put Halloween Ends higher than Scream 5.
It's better.
Ooh.
It's better. I think they should have killed Gale in 5. And I think you have Sydney and Dewey as the last two legacy characters in this newest trilogy.
See, I would have liked
working together.
that too. Yeah.
I just think that they're the heartbeats, they're the souls of this franchise, and I just don't care about Gale and Sydney at the end of 7. I mean, I think Gale's going to bite it in 6, but
that's what I was saying. Like, I felt like the placement of his death was wrong.
Yeah.
Like if you are going to kill him, one, make it matter, and then I know it's basic, but put it at the end of the movie because like that last half of the movie, I was just kind of checked out, and I'm sitting here saying like Dewey isn't up there for me, but I'm thinking about he's number 3 for me.
Yeah,
I like Billy. Personally, I just like him as I think he's a good ghost face.
Yeah,
and it's part of that original cast that I just really love. So those are my top 3: Sid, Billy, and Dewey. Yeah. So, but yeah, man, no, I agree. I don't disagree with you. I loved the kill itself. Like, you know, I thought it was badass. It's just again the killer doesn't make sense. Would that happen? Probably not, but. Again,
I need to know who killed him.
It's terrible.
He's just dying to die, and it's not. Yeah, I don't want to ruin anything, but it's just it's not because of the whole. I don't know.
Yeah, I completely agree with them killing him in a respectful, meaningful way that serves the story and isn't just doing it just to do it. And I wish he would have died sacrificing himself for Sydney or for Gale. And I just hated how they wrote that death. Hated
that's how I figured he would die. as far like saving one of them. As far as the way he went out dying, I think that was the only way, because let's be honest, my man has been stabbed at least 94 times and he just keeps on kicking. He just keeps on kicking. So, but yeah, I agree. It was just kind of a waste.
Just legacy characters should always go out in such an honorable manner.
Very much
and
so.
And when they don't do it, it's just like, well, it like ruins all the previous movies that they're in.
I agree.
And I'm not a writer. I don't know what I would have done. And I get killing a legacy character. Like, how do you do that to really, really satisfy? Or not really satisfy, but have the fans be like, okay, this was well done. Like, I don't know. But it just felt like everything with Scream 5 was so shallow and not well thought out and was made just to be made. And wasting a legacy character that's so impactful and meaningful to this franchise, wasting him like that was like so disappointing and stupid. And that's a big reason why I hate that movie.
No, I get that. You're not gonna see me defend it. I don't know, man. Like, I go back and I watched Scream 4 not too long ago. I'm still not the biggest fan of it. I know some people are, but I think I enjoy elements of that more than the new film. So I think the new film would probably be last in my rankings. Same.
I think for a long time, Scream 4 was, a lot of people love Scream 4, man.
They do. They do. And good for them.
It's got a big following. A lot of people, that's like their second favorite. Yeah. But it's not mine. It's probably fourth. It probably goes in order one. Well, no, it doesn't. My ranking goes 1, 3, 2, 4, 5. But yeah, like 4 has some moments, but it's just too adolescent feeling for me. It's got some weird shit in it too, man. It's got some weird shit.
Like, I've never seen number 4.
It's weird.
I'm a big Kirby fan, so I'm glad she's back. I'm just a big Hayden Panettiere fan. Period. What am I doing? Hello.
Nice try, Randy.
I can quote this in Step Brothers like the back of my hand.
Great shot.
Your mother sure did.
Fuck you, you cretin. Boom.
This is a great shot too. You got to ask yourself here, though, were they trying, whoever was in that ghost face mask, were they legitly trying to kill Sydney, or were they trying to send a message? Like, what were they trying to do here?
Well, it's definitely Stu, but I don't know. That's a good question.
I mean, you look at that shot, and it looks like he's going in for the fucking kill.
Yeah, I think he was trying to kill her.
I got to get out of the whole movie mindset, because I'm sitting here thinking, if he killed her now, what are we going to do the rest of the movie? But that's not how it works.
We got Dewey.
That's true. You're right.
Imagine a Dewey-led Scream.
Officer Doofus reporting for duty.
Yeah, just eating ice cream, strawberry ice cream, and tripping over stuff.
That was a shock, though. That was a ghost face kill that I wasn't expecting. Scary movie, Doofus.
I haven't seen that in so long.
Me neither. Was that the first movie they made making fun of a horror movie or a movie period?
I'm not sure.
I don't know, but it did. If it wasn't, it sure started a whole.
It did, yeah.
Trend of it.
I'm not a big fan of the scary movies, but there are some scenes that I see on TikTok that just fucking crack me up. They're just so dumb. They're so dumb.
Have you seen the TikTok with John Bernthal and Andrew Lincoln from The Walking Dead, where and they apply it to so many scenes in movies where John Bernthal's like something about shit. Well, how's it go? It's like what you talking about? Like, you know the rules, and then Andrew Lincoln, Rick Grimes goes, There are no rules, man. We're lost. It's so funny. It's so funny. Like
I
they
love
apply it. They apply it to Toy Story. It's so funny.
I love Andrew Lincoln.
We're lost.
I love John Bernthal.
Mud,
Punisher. Oh yeah.
I definitely agree. I love Scream 3.
Scream 3 is great.
I really like Scream 3. I don't get the hate. I even love Mr. Grey's Anatomy in Scream 3, man.
Yeah. He's the only part about that movie I don't like.
He really is.
It's just
he really
him.
is.
He's so slimy,
I was gonna see if you were gonna say something. I knew you were.
Dude, it's the scene. It's like he's always like pushing Dewey's buttons, and then he gets up in Sydney's face trying to be all like hot and like suave. I'm like, dude, back off, man. Back off. I can't
So
stand
protective.
him. And then they made Sydney marry him and have kids with him.
I know.
5. Boo.
Fucking lame.
What?
Man got his ass kicked in Scream 3. She protected him, which nothing's wrong with that. But good God, come on, man.
What a loser.
Fucking bum. I got a question for y'all. Well, sorry, Marie. I know you haven't seen the rest of them.
I know. I feel bad for Marie.
Another Scream person in here, but I'm excited to watch this like fresh, with
but
fresh eyes.
I know, but my goal is to keep us 3 together for the watch-alongs. But I am next for the movie, and I do have a movie that I'm picking that I will reveal at the end.
Oh,
I made up my mind.
Is it a horror movie?
Yes, it is.
All right.
Okay, so let me ask you this, Kevin. This is an off-the-wall question. Who's your favorite Gale Weathers cameraman?
Oh, it's yes, I got that on film. It's that guy. Is it Joel?
Yes.
That would be mine. That'd be my
That's
answer
mine.
too.
That
Yes.
dude's great.
Same. That is hilarious.
He's so funny.
Oh, I'm cropping this and putting it on the gram. That is awesome.
I mean, I love Kenny too. Kenny's just like eating his Cheetos and he's like airplaning it. He's great too.
And then he realizes it's a 5-second delay or 30-second delay. Damn. Poor guy. Thanks, Hank. We're on top of it. It doesn't help when his dad's like, "You went out last night."
Also, when you look like you're a creep, it doesn't help.
Yeah, I mean, his dad looks like a creep too.
It's crazy.
Like you look evil.
Ooh, smolder.
That was like,
so
I'm gonna kill you.
This is what I deal with every time I like do a podcast. Like that's my dog sitting right next to me.
Oh,
just looking at me. He's like, "What are you doing?"
That's sweet. If Riv was in here, he loves popcorn. He would be drooling to the floor. I couldn't have him in here. He loves popcorn. Sydney, look at me. Who's your? Oh, I guess you said Billy. I was gonna ask you who your favorite killer is. I guess in the whole franchise.
Yeah, Billy. But I will say an underrated killer that I do like. That's probably not a popular pick. Is God, I'm so bad with names.
Mickey.
Actually, Mickey. I do enjoy Mickey, but it's not Mickey. I was gonna go with her brother,
Roman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not a popular pick at all. So I don't know. I think a lot of that. I think a lot of that has to do with the ending scene. I love their confrontation. I know a lot of people don't like that twist, but I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, at some point, you know.
What did Mom tell you? When I wear this badge, you treat me like a man of the law.
I'm sorry, Deputy Boy, but we're ready to go now. Okay?
No, Dewey.
I know.
Take him out the back way.
What did Mom say?
I would go. My favorite killer is definitely Matthew Lillard, Stu. I just love Stu. I think he brought so much to this role that wasn't written in the scripts.
Yeah, I agree.
Really?
Hmm.
I love him. Period. Like, I met him at one of the conventions. He's just so down to earth, so
Yeah.
nice, and he's funny.
He is.
In real life too. Jamie Kennedy's coming to a comedy club here in a week, and I'm thinking about going. Tickets
Nice,
are like
dude.
No.
tickets are like $20. I mean,
Oh.
why not? You know.
Hmm.
Kevin, I saw you saw Smile and gave it a shitty rating.
Yeah, it wasn't. I didn't like it, man.
I agree.
I thought it was crap. I thought it was. It had moments like the beginning and the end. I thought were cool, but overall, it just felt like seen this before, but better.
I love that. Bam, bitch went down.
Oh, I remember us girls always saying that in I don't know what grade it would have been in junior high, but we always
really?
like that. Bam, bitch went down because this movie. But yeah, Smile sucked.
Yeah.
Is that
Well,
is that the review you just did? What
Me?
review did you? No, Marie did a review.
The Menu,
Oh,
which also sucked.
the Menu was fucking awesome,
Oh my god, what was it?
dude.
Was it?
Okay, it's not like in my top. It's in like people's top tens. Like I had my friend Blake on not too long ago. It was his number one of Love last year. Like that
Wow.
movie is like, I think it's really good. But
I did not feel that movie.
I do agree with your analysis about the cheeseburger, though.
Yeah, that cheeseburger.
That
looks great.
cheeseburger looks so good. Oh my god.
Hey, it's what's fun. I love Dewey when he walks out with the gun. Like what's up? What's up?
I like that.
I'm ready to pop some shots.
Oh, he just goes, hello.
And then the music hits.
He's the best, dude.
Oh
He's the
man,
best.
they look
But
so
I like-
young.
Wes Craven said they intentionally kept his character in the bedroom until the phone call ended, just so you were always like speculating who's the killer. I thought that's cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I thought it was really cool to. I've heard like when I went to my last convention, Roger Jackson was talking about actually being off in the distance, like the characters not knowing where he is, like never really saw him. He was all just behind the phone and kind of kept that discreet, especially in
Very
the
cool.
first film. I thought that was really cool.
He's a very nice guy too.
Yeah.
Loves talking to fans and people. It's good guy.
She's so gorgeous.
Which one?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
But I think you meant
Yeah,
Neve
Neve.
Campbell.
Yeah, Neve Campbell.
Man, I've never been so nervous to meet anybody in my life.
Shit, who are you telling? I remember we talked about that. Oh man.
Golly.
I embarrassed myself.
Yeah.
Tell
I
your
sounded-
stories, boys. Tell
I
your
sound-
stories.
I sounded like Sergeant Studder when I went to go meet her.
I was super excited. I just remember walking up and I asked her how she was doing, and she said good, and she was like, "Do you want a picture?" And I didn't really say anything. And I felt so dumb, and I was nervous, but I can always say Neve Campbell put her arm around me, and that's something I will cherish in my heart forever.
Yeah.
Aw,
Yeah.
it's lovely.
Was this before
That's-
COVID?
Yeah, actually, it was so it was October of 2019, so a few months before COVID, before
Yeah.
everything got locked down.
You just made it in there.
just made the cut. I will say that I had tickets to go back to a convention that they were putting on to meet David Harbour, and that got canceled. And I was really pissed about that because they have not booked him again, and I don't think they're going to be able to book him again.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, I met Nev in 2021, and I don't really remember what I said to her. I think I just said, "It's so nice to meet you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your work." I probably just like very like mumbled all of that to her, but she just stared up at me, and I just blacked out, and I said I shook her hand and went on my way, and felt like Lloyd Christmas and Dumb and Dumber when she's like, she actually talked to me, man.
Yeah. He's like, get out of here. I just watched that movie the other night.
Tractor Beam.
Such a fucking good movie.
Yeah, that was me, dude. Oh.
Okay, now I remember what I stuttered on. She asked me what did I want her to write on the photo. And in my mind I was like, I don't fucking know. Like I just said, what's your favorite scary movie? Because it's so basic. And so I pulled it. I got it right here. If you can see that. Which I love that photo. She had a bunch of photos up there, and I was like, should I grab the one with her? And I think she was in like lingerie or something. She did a photo shoot. I'm like, that's super hot. But I'm like, no way. I got to go with the classic Scream pick, the original Scream pick. So I just went with the classic on the phone.
I had this ghost face mask right there. I've got it signed by Skeet, Matt, Nev, and Roger. And at the time, I just had Skeet and Matt, and I was saving the like the mouth for Roger because that's where he always signs it. And you know, it's my moment. It's just me and Nev, and she goes, she's looking where to sign it, and she's like, what about the mouth? And my dumb ass goes, well, actually, I was gonna save that for Roger. She goes, oh, and I was like, oh God. I said, no, you write wherever you want. She goes, no, we fight about that all the time. And so she was like really sweet about it, but still, I was just like, oh man, you blew it.
Oh, dude, does this haunt you? Does this memory haunt you?
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah.
You could have had Nev's signature in the mouth. What?
I know.
Well, at least she was gracious about it.
She was very sweet. This scene, dude. This scene always reminds me of the what is it? The stab stuff in Scream 2. Every time I watch it now, it's all I think about is Tori Spelling and Luke Wilson. She's not buried in a coffin somewhere.
Yeah, and what's so funny in that scene? He's like, you know, that's just the way the cookie crumbles.
I hate it.
I was like, that's so corny but hilarious.
Man, I don't mind them making a movie about these events, but they made it so corny, man, and to the point where like it's gotten so corny now with the stab stuff and references. I hate it.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's a bad analogy.
Stupid.
I'm sorry if my traumatized life inconvenienced you.
What? I didn't say that.
I said that. Say it.
Stupid. I literally just said that to myself before I got on.
Horrid generation disgusts me. So,
those are some scissors.
What a good addition to the cast too.
Like
it wasn't out of place or anything like that. He fit right in.
Come on, Mr. Henry. It was just a joke. It's
not fair. You're right. Marie, have you seen The Burning, 1980, I think?
No. Should I?
Do you like camp horror, like campy, cheesy, like Friday the 13th-esque slashers?
Kinda.
Yeah. No, that's a good answer. Because I'd say the same thing.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah. It's got really cool moments in it. It's like it's a cult classic.
Okay.
I watched it. Finally got around to watching that. It was fun.
Do y'all log your movies? How many movies you watch?
No.
I
So-
do.
I started doing it.
Really?
Yeah. Well, now I just do it on Letterbox to see how many movies I actually watch in a year. Guess how many movies?
Oh.
Can anybody guess how many movies I've watched in January so far?
In January?
I'm gonna say 12.
I'm gonna say in January. 23.
24.
Damn.
Ooh. I was thinking like, a movie a night.
Yeah,
Almost.
it didn't always work out that way. Like there were some days where I like just chilled at home on a rainy day and watched like 4 in a row.
Oh, or that. Or
Yeah.
that.
So a lot of new movies that I haven't seen. Like I watched the John Wick movies, some new releases, obviously. Christine was a new watch for me.
Mm-hmm.
I went and saw Infinity Pool this past weekend.
How was that?
Interesting.
Okay. I've heard different things.
I think I gave it 2.5 stars.
Okay.
Wasn't the biggest fan. I didn't hate it, but I didn't walk out of there saying that I loved it either.
Okay.
The acting in it was phenomenal. I think Mia Goth in it still continues to fucking shine. Like she's amazing. It's I don't know. It worked for a lot of people. Like I know Natalie really liked it. I know Jess really liked it. So it worked for a lot of people. But for me, I don't know. I didn't love it. It's different though. So
I think you got to be like a Cronenberg fan to really love something like that. I think his stuff's very cool and artsy and artistic, both of them, but they're not really for me.
okay, I was about to say I didn't know where you were going with that. I thought you were going to say you liked that.
Did you see Possessor, the movie, Brandon Cronenberg's movie?
No, but everybody like kind of compares it to that in a sense, like Infinity Pool to that in a way, as far as like the stylistic of it. So
yeah, couldn't get into that one, but it's well made.
Oh, this movie's well made too. It involves a lot of bodily fluids.
Okay.
A lot of blood. It's
Marie.
Interesting.
Yes.
My bad,
Kevin.
Mike. My bad, Mike. My bad.
No, you're good. I can't sit here and explain it. Like, so you're good.
Okay.
Yes.
If you are Courtney Cox and you're playing this character, Gail Weathers, and you're acting alongside of David Arquette, would you fall in love with him? Do you see the chemistry?
I was waiting for that question to come out, and I was just like, I remember hearing about them, how they became a couple and getting married and stuff after, and I was just like, I didn't see it. I still can't really, but you know what? I guess maybe behind the scenes, I still feel like he'd be kind of goofy, doofy, aloof type, flighty type person, but I don't know.
He seems like very, very weird and very, I don't want to say weird, but like very mellow in like interviews and stuff. I don't know if Kevin, or if any of y'all have seen like him. Like if you go back and watch him do promotion interviews for the last movie, it's just I don't know. He's out there. It seems like, which isn't a bad thing, but
I think he's just always kind of like goofy and smiling and it just makes you laugh.
Pro wrestler, so
Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah. I don't know. They always seemed like a weird match to me. And it was surprising to hear that they were like together, and like his type of character, acting along that, like I don't know. It's a good question, and I've always been confused about that. So what did he like add that wasn't scripted? Like what did he do?
I just know that he auditioned for the role of Billy.
Okay.
And then Stu's character, like, there wasn't much there. But I think he just added so much energy. Like,
Hmm.
he just
Yeah.
he just commands the screen whenever he's on there. And like the improv, how do you say that? Improv.
Improv.
Yeah.
Yeah, improv dude.
Jesus. At the end, whenever he's like bleeding and he's on the phone and he gets hit with the phone, and those lines were not scripted. And so I just think he,
You hit me in the back of the head, you
Dude.
dick.
just stuff like that. And then like his intensity, and I just think he's such an underrated actor. And I wish he would get more recognition. I wish he was in just better films, because I think he deserves it.
Yeah. This Freddy Krueger callback is always nice.
Yeah. What'd you call me?
It.
Not
When
you,
I had
Fred.
it on that night, I was like, "Oh my god, this
And
is
the fact
awesome!" I didn't remember it.
The fact his name's Fred, not you, Fred.
It's great.
Yeah, perfect.
Did you guys watch Happy Days growing up?
I did, yeah.
I did too.
I always wanted to be the Fonz. I remember I had a leather jacket when I was a little kid because of him.
I didn't watch it really when I was young. I didn't. I thought he was great in Arrested Development.
Oh man.
Ow, 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 ow.
Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, that's what you don't hear enough when people get stabbed in movies. Is ow, ow. You don't hear them say ow enough.
Love that shot.
Mm-hmm.
For summer.
Her death is my favorite in the movie.
Mhm.
Always really, really stuck with me like forever.
If I was wrong about Cotton Mary, then the killer's still out there. Don't understand. It's starting to sound like some less of her. Don't freak yourself out, okay? We've got a long
Would y'all go to a party if this was going on in your town? The way I look at it is,
I don't know.
I would feel safer around a bunch of people. But like when everybody starts to leave, I gotta bounce too.
Mhm.
Like just the rules.
I love this scene. This
Me
is
too.
such a good scene. What if it's your father? What if he's dead?
Do you think Sydney give me a chance?
No, I don't at all.
Oh, that's hilarious. I've always wanted to work in a video store.
It's like I can smell this scene right now. I can smell it.
Me too.
Yeah.
I can smell what the movie store.
I can smell the
smells like.
like the plastic cases they came in.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. That's it. That's it.
Really?
Why the cops let him go, smart guy? Because obviously they watched all the movies. It's standard Marvel stuff. How am I revisiting, man? There's always some stupid bullshit reason to kill your girlfriend. That's the beauty of it all.
That's true.
Besides,
Kev, were you okay with him getting killed in 2?
I didn't like the death. I didn't mind him dying. I like how they brought him back in 3, but
Yeah.
no, I don't at all.
I love that. He's so serious too.
I guess I wish he would have stuck around. But
Yeah. No, I get that. Yeah.
Because he's
probably dead.
His body will come popping up in the last reel somewhere.
Eyes gouged out.
Still off, teeth knocked out. These news on track with this shit. If they watch prom night, you'd save time.
It's a formula to it.
A very simple formula.
Everyone is a suspect.
Yeah, that's why I don't know if I'd want to go to a big party.
Because everybody's
like-
a suspect, right? You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know who's doing
Could
it.
be anyone. Mm-hmm.
True. If I was in a
I'd
town,
go stay
with,
home.
if I was in a town with Kevin, I would definitely pin him down as a killer, 100%.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
It's always the guy that watches the horror movies, man. Most of the time.
What about Randy?
Randy's kind of different. He's more all. I don't know. We give Randy a pass.
No, I would see Kevin as a stoic Randy.
No, I'm gonna have to go.
Stoic
With Billy.
Randy.
I'm gonna go with Billy. Sorry, Kev.
Interesting.
I like the foreshadowing in this scene too, with like the over the shoulder stuff. That's cool.
Yeah.
But is that a compliment, Kevin, that you'd be the killer? That he think you'd be the killer? Is that a compliment or an insult?
I don't know.
Hey, just remember how high I rate Billy. I'm just saying.
That's true.
Well, thanks, man.
You're welcome, dude. I definitely wouldn't pin you down as like a
Like a Dewey?
yeah. Oh no. I'm saying like I wouldn't pin you down as like one of these other killers that we don't like, man. You'd definitely be a Billy.
Ooh, who's your least likable killer in the franchise? Because I got mine.
Oh, the last film? 100%. 100%.
Would you say Amber or Richie's your least favorite? Oh shit!
Amber.
Sorry, Marie.
I
Damn.
knew it was. I knew certain things about it. I know who Amber is. Too.
They're both fucking annoying, if I'm being quite honest with you. But I'd probably have to go with Amber just because like some of her shit was just so fucking corny. And then she said Dewey died like a pussy. I wanted to snap her neck myself.
Yeah.
Oh.
Actually, I don't know if I can say that live on YouTube, so I apologize. But we're just talking about babies here.
It was a quote. It was a quote.
It was a quote.
Richie's my least favorite. I just hate that character. Yeah, just don't like that character.
What was your biggest surprise reveal that you were kind of shocked at? I have 2. It's gonna be this one because of the way they played it off with Billy. Like I was going back and forth.
Yeah.
And then even though I don't like the movie, I'd probably have to go with Jill in 4, only because I just wasn't expecting that. Again, some stuff doesn't line up, but still, as far as like shock value, I wasn't really expecting that. I kind of figured one of the guys from the movie club. That wasn't a big surprise, but Jill was a surprise for me.
This fucking ice cream cone, man. He's eating ice cream while the sheriff's smoking. It's like his equivalent to a cigarette. He's just eating ice cream.
And the camera work here to what they do to get your mind thinking it could be the cop.
The red herring.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, definitely this one. Because you always think it's Billy. You think it's just one person. And when it's 2 of them, it's just like, what the fuck? It's like the best whodunit ever. But then I would probably go. I didn't expect it to be Roman. Just because they show him like quote unquote dead in that coffin in his basement. I just thought didn't think it was Roman.
That was a good one. I didn't like the whole Mickey one because I felt like we didn't really connect much with Mickey. I always felt like he was just kind of like a background person. So when they revealed him, it was just kind of like, okay.
Yeah. I guess it would be Jill. Once like the actual actress, love this song.
Hell yeah, me too.
Remember movie soundtracks?
Yeah.
Oh,
Not-
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I still like favorite some on Spotify.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
especially for this one, I have favored a lot of good stuff on there that I really like.
I've been to this driveway
Mm,
and I got kicked out so fast.
I was gonna say, didn't you get
Really?
cussed out?
Yeah. So I went to California back in 2013, and they had no trespassing signs at the beginning of the driveway, but I'd rather go and ask for forgiveness and ask for permission. And so I went up there, and they were remodeling the house at the time. And one of the workers was outside, and I just like waved to him. And then I guess he got his boss, and he came outside just starting to stomp and storming at me, threatening to sue me and getting lawyers if I posted any pictures. And so I was there with my sister, and she took a couple pictures of me outside the house, and she got so intimidated by that she went and deleted all of them off the camera.
Oh,
And so
no.
I don't have any pictures. But
Why
I've
delete
been
them?
there. I guess she got so nervous that police would find those pictures and we would get in trouble.
God.
Oh, I was pissed. I was like, I could have just kept them for me. I wasn't going to post them anywhere.
Yeah.
Not much of a story here, just a bunch of kids cutting it loose.
Cutting it loose.
She's so in love with him. She's spit. You can tell.
Just keeping an eye on things.
Yeah, but I've always been like, what? Okay. Really? Cutting it loose. All right.
So I
Mhm.
guess Kevin, we're not going to the Scream tours in March because they're sold out.
I was about to say, says who? Dang. Well, the good thing is that they're up and running again, which is good.
So are they for good? Because I remember the last time we talked, you said that they were only going to do one more date.
Well, I think. I think. Yeah, and then I guess the homeowners kind of changed their minds and are going to do it kind of like once every 3 months, it seems.
I have to go. I have
too.
to go.
Me too. Yeah.
So Marie, one of the cool things about that too, like you know, at the end of the movie where he's chasing Sydney like throughout the movie, and like he stabs the door upstairs multiple times.
Yeah.
Like, those knife marks are still in the door.
Mm.
So that's
That's
really
cool.
Yeah. I really want to get
That's
out there
awesome.
and see it again. Yeah.
She's with me.
I love the robe. I love his robe though.
Mm-hmm. Like just wearing that at a party like that. It's so funny.
I think it's so hilarious when Dewey walks in. He's like, "You drinking or give me the beer?" Whatever
He's
he
like,
says.
just kidding.
Yeah, he's like, just kidding.
He's so
Yeah. He's trying to be like super cool.
super cool, but he's also got that confidence because Gail Weathers is with him, and he's like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's with me.
he's like, I love Dewey, man.
Yeah.
God, I'm gonna miss him. Look at him. Look at that guy. Whoa.
She talked about this scene too.
Marie, how are you feeling about this movie?
I like this movie. I've always liked it. Yeah, I'm glad. I don't think I've watched it since I was a teenager. Honestly,
Oh God.
it's been a
Wow.
long time. And I was a teenager many years ago, so that's.
I remember this shot that's getting ready to come up was like the very first shot that I got to see like how glittery the costume was, like the sparkles. I
Mhm.
thought it was so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, this is.
Like this is so memorable. Like
Yes.
Mhm.
so memorable. Give me more of this and Scream 6.
I love the way he shakes his head there and nodding. It's just the way the movements are just so good.
I love the Dutch angles,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
the lighting.
Please. No, Mr.
Yeah.
Ghostface.
Cut it, Casper. That's the same soundtrack from Halloween H2O.
Yep.
Or
Is it
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
the exact same?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's
It does
after
sound-
it's after Lori like brings her son and girlfriend out of the closet,
Yeah.
and she's like, "Open up, it's me!" And then he stands up, he's walking down the hall. It's the same score.
Yes. Yes, I saw it in my head as soon as they just took it. Like,
Yeah.
all right.
I love when she gets crushed and like Ghostface like kind of like
Yo,
yo, like oh shit.
damn.
Oh,
Oh. The thing I don't get though is that he goes in the house. That's definitely Billy, but then Billy
Mhm.
shows up outside the house.
Yeah, that's really weird too. You're right. That is very weird.
the look he gives them there. It's like,
Whatever. What a gorgeous house too.
mm-hmm.
What's Leatherface doing here?
He came to
Leatherface.
make up.
Leatherface.
My chance at Sid.
Damn it.
Oh, man. Oh, really, Alicia? As if. I'm not gonna check on that. Come on.
Mike, how do you feel about the shrine in Scream 6?
I heard what you said. I think it's super cool.
Yeah?
If they use it correctly. I mean, something can look really cool and it turn out to be dog shit. A la Halloween Ends, man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it just depends. Like, is that a shrine that somebody personally is keeping? Is that a shrine that is on display for horror true crime fans to come see? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It
I
depends.
have a theory of who the killer is and who's kind of like behind a lot of things. Kind of like I do think it's kind of like a cult aspect. I think there's a mastermind. I think it's I don't want to say who I think it is, but
Why? It's not a spoiler.
I don't know. Well, in case some people don't want to know anything about it, I don't hate the idea of a shrine. Like that's so interesting. That's an interesting choice,
But go ahead.
it feels too Easter eggy. Maybe like I remember seeing all the behind the scenes stuff with Scream 5, and they were so big on Easter eggs and like the meta aspect as opposed to like good storytelling. And I'm worried that they're just doing more of that with like, look at Stu's robe and Mrs. Loomis's jacket. And it's just for optics and fan service. And I don't know. I don't know.
I get it. Like I saw a recent interview with the directors, and they did say that this was a movie that they don't really focus a lot on that stuff, like this is a movie where they really are telling their own story compared to the last movie where they felt like that they did a lot of stuff for fan service wise.
Okay.
But so I don't know, because that's pretty damn fan servicey, that shrine.
Yeah, it is.
So I don't know, man.
I also kind of got a weird feeling about Tara being something going on with Tara, man. I thought,
Yo, you saw her in the trailer, right? That look she gave.
well, it's that, and then I thought she was gonna be behind the scenes in 5. Like there was a reason why she like survived the opening, even though like she went through it, man. So would someone
True.
be sick enough in the head to get nearly killed to not be a suspect anymore?
Well, I mean, if you sit here and think about it, she did have a lot of resentment towards her sister for leaving, and so yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I've got a weird suspicion going on with that, but I don't know.
Good for you, Billy. Sucks for Sydney, though, man.
Yeah.
Well, good for you, Billy. You manipulative psychopath. Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
Don't do it. No.
Don't do it. It's not worth it.
No.
And of course, gotta love the movie they're watching. Come on now.
Gotta.
Hell of a good callback. Ooh.
Look at those movie store rentals, the boxes on the table.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know.
Man. Gosh, I remember renting this movie. I think this was before Blockbuster, like Hollywood Video, was around. And it was called Oak Barrel Video. And I remember they always had their movie posters outside the building. And so if there was one I wanted, I would go to the counter and be like, hey, can you put my name down whenever you guys take down the poster, and I can have it if that's okay. And they always did that. And I remember walking into the right, there was always the new releases on that first row. And I got all my horror movies from there. I saw everything.
What a nice Southern name for a movie store.
Oak Barrel Video.
Oak Barrel Video.
Yeah.
Take that poster down.
Yeah.
Call Kevin.
We didn't really have anything like that, man. We had Blockbuster and Video Gallery.
Mm-hmm.
Those were the main two around me.
Yeah, sure.
Wow.
Oh.
Look at Kenny.
Somebody recorded a car in the bushes down the road. I'm gonna go check it out.
Mm.
If you're sure it's all right.
Man,
Is this what you've been looking for?
Ma'am.
My whole life. Look at it.
I mean, that was a sweet comment. Like, that would win a girl over. I mean,
Which one would you rather hear? Would you rather hear that or the Actresses one?
oh, my whole life, obviously. That one. It's too sweet. It's too sweet.
Yeah.
do you know what that constellation is?
Get her, Dewey.
Get her, dude.
Get her.
Don't
Whoa.
do it, Sydney. Don't do it. Save yourself for someone who cares.
What if her and Dewey got together, man?
Who?
Sid and Dewey.
We talked about this in Scream 2. I feel like when Dewey comes back into to college after the first kill, I feel like if you watch that scene, one, they're very close to each other. The music in the background, I'm telling you, it looks like they are building that up in some type of way.
I don't know.
I'm telling you.
I don't know how I would feel about it, man.
I'm not here for it because I know they're like the same age, but I feel like Dewey's still the low key daddish type of figure.
It would feel too like Rachel and Joey. I think it's like
good comparison. Good comparison. I was gonna say
but,
the brother vibe, yeah.
Yeah, but I love how protective Dewey always is of Sydney. Like he's always looking out for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
Just wouldn't notice that camera there at all.
I love that angle.
What's up, Gabriel?
Yeah, I want to say congrats to Good Real Hunting on their awards that they did and they put out, because like the whole Terrifier crew posted that, and I thought that was really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, y'all did a really good job over there, guys. I watched the entire show. I thought it was really phenomenal. I know a lot of hard work went into that. So definitely shout out to y'all. Shout out to all the presenters. And the opening monologue to that was phenomenal. It was hilarious.
My whole life. I forgot about that.
It's such a good line.
It's so nice.
And then the one line earlier in the movie where he's like, I'm 25. I was 24 for a whole year.
Yep.
This movie's got everything, man. It's got everything. Hell yeah. Well, we can tell. I can tell. A lot of editing, a lot of hours.
Yeah.
It shows. So keep it up.
Yeah, that was really cool, man, for the Terrifier crew to share all that.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome. And definitely obviously work that deserved to be recognized. So
definitely.
Really, really good.
I'm sorry, I'm on duty.
I love how in this one and
there it is.
Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, oh my God, that was the sweetest thing.
Dewey,
and the way he does it, yeah, I see it now. I see them. Yeah,
I think it's funny how they up it in the second one. In a sense, they kind of went from sweet to sexual, where he has his hand on her boob, and she's like, Dewey.
Yeah. He's got that puppy dog personality thing.
Yeah, and I've always liked that scene, not to jump ahead to Screen 2, but where the camera pans up and he pops his head out from behind the camera. That's such a good shot.
That whole chase sequence inside that auditorium
so good.
Sound booth, whatever, with the plexiglass, man.
I don't know, when you're arrested, you're like,
oh, shit's about to get crazy.
Yep. Now, at this point,
Marie.
At this point, I'm like, oh, he's definitely the killer. I'm like, oh, 100% the killer.
Right.
And then
I thought that the moment he crawled through that window, I'm like, you're greasy, slimy.
So did I. And then I was like, once the phone records came back, he wasn't. I was like, you're right. That's kind of probably
it's too obvious.
It's way too obvious. So no way. And then he continues. And then the video store, I'm like, oh yeah, he's definitely 100%. And then he gets stabbed, and I'm like, okay. And at this point, I'm like, okay, what the fuck? Like, come on now, what are y'all doing?
He just goes, really?
Like, he's on the floor tying his shoes afterwards. What a douche. Dewey's out here like,
y'all hear that right? Y'all hear that right? After you fornicate, do not get on the floor and tie your shoes. Like, it is a big no-no. We don't do that.
Like, clearly he's a killer.
But how do you get those holes in the shirt?
So when you first saw this, Marie, you 100% said he did not get stabbed. Like you knew that right off the bat.
I don't remember because I was probably like 14 or something, 15.
True.
But I hated him from the get-go. I hated Billy, and I like this guy's evil. Like I just knew.
I love
Yeah.
this
you know
shot.
what? I was happy. Even if he was dead there, I would be happy. He's I just hated him from the get-go. This guy's a douchebag.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, I definitely thought he got stabbed. I was like, well, fuck, who is it?
The first time.
Yeah.
I think I thought it was the sheriff, actually, when I first watched it.
Yeah, they do a good job with definitely playing around with that. The one they don't play around with is Stu. Like they don't play around with him at all. I did not think it was him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of didn't either. I remember, yeah, that was a surprise.
Yeah.
Oof. Oh, I'm on a boat. It's okay.
Literally.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Where'd he go?
Oh my god.
Imagine seeing your best friend
I was
just
just
fucked.
thinking that.
Like just
I
fucked.
would-
Totally fucked.
I think I would have to take a moment to like
Watch
scream,
out.
cry on the ground.
Yeah.
Watch out, Jamie.
Jamie, behind you.
I loved this scene in this movie. It might be my
Yeah,
favorite.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Fun fact, that is actually Skeet Ulrich in the costume.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Don't turn around.
But he's doing the two hand. He's doing the two hands though.
He is, but that's definitely like Stu in the movie. But this was the one time they had Skeet dress up. Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
That's me every night.
Tostitos all over.
Yeah.
"30-second delay. Behind you, kid."
That's so good, man.
Yeah.
That's a long time. 30
Wham.
seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. Get that spool out of there.
He gets mad.
He's like, dang
"Fuck."
it.
And he's like, oh, darn.
That's definitely Stu. Come on now. We
Yeah.
know that's Stu.
It's too much personality.
Oh, yeah.
And
Well,
pick up
obviously.
your heels,
it's
Gail.
Stu.
How did Dewey get hired as a police officer? Like how, like what, he went through the training and he went in there all shaky and
Yeah.
like, yeah, I think I could, like, and they're like, hired.
You already
You'll
know.
protect us.
You already know he was nervous as fuck too.
Well, he has the heart for it, so.
He does.
Oh, just the Halloween
Yeah,
music
yeah.
with all these
Mhm.
scenes.
Perfectly on time too when he opened that door.
I know, my God, goosebumps.
Dun, dun, dun.
Just like,
She's like,
Ima- Imagine dragging Kenny's ass up on top of that van.
I know, right?
yeah, that would have.
That's funny.
Nice.
I love Courtney Cox.
Hmm.
I think she's so good.
I think she's fucking great in these movies. I think she's really
Me
believable.
too. Yeah.
She is. She was so good. It's like you didn't look at her as Monica Geller. Like you didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor
Just-
Kenny.
So, yeah.
The fact Sydney didn't even go over there and check on her was rude.
Well, she doesn't
Rude.
really care for her.
I mean, you're right. That is true.
Yeah.
And I don't blame her.
She probably was happy.
Sydney?
Oh, that was sad. I remember being sad when I first saw that.
That's so cool, though.
Oh yeah.
Fuck.
I love when he
this
takes
scene.
the blood off the
Me too.
knife. I
I
love
love
that.
that. Yeah, and I love that whole sequence. This whole sequence, period.
Oh my god.
Right here where he taps on the glass and he has the keys.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And I like how he shakes them.
Mhm.
That's cool, man. That's so scary.
And then when he dropped down, I was like, oh shit.
Fuck. I would just. Oh no! See, I don't really remember much of the ending of this movie. I'm really intense right now.
Yeah.
Kick him! Kick him!
Sydney!
Sydney, baby, please. Sydney, baby, please.
Give me that gun. Fuck you both.
Randy.
Dude, imagine being Randy.
Yeah, he's like, oh shit.
Well, you can
really?
hear him. He's going crazy.
I'm surprised he didn't kill him while he was already out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh.
Shut up, Billy.
Okay, when I saw
Billy.
when I
Billy.
saw this is where it got a little sketchy. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
it's like, well,
Like something's
I mean-
up.
but there aren't holes in his shirt, right?
You know what? He probably could have done it after she went out of the room. He probably made it look more realistic, maybe. I don't know.
I
But
thought
there's,
it
yeah,
did.
there's holes.
Is there?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm wondering, like, I know he says pig's blood, but like, where did he get that? He literally just put his shirt back on.
Hello, bottle. Oh, fuck.
Boom.
Scratch your head with a gun.
fun, sir. Same stuff they use for pig's blood in Carrie.
Surprise, Sydney.
Surprise, Sydney.
Fucking great.
Yeah.
Hey,
Incredible.
you know what's funny? I remember after I saw this movie, I got my mom's boyfriend to order me that exact voice changer off of eBay.
Really?
Yeah, guess what? Literally none of that sound like Roger Jackson.
Nah,
so I was, but I didn't know that as a kid. Like I thought I
Yeah.
was gonna get the voice changer and it was gonna be legit.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe if something like this was happening in your hometown, you would be the killer, Michael, ordering the voice changer and everything. It's not Kevin,
Yeah.
it's you.
Yeah,
Or
man.
maybe you two are going to tag team and
you're-
surprise everybody at the end.
You're trying to get the attention on me, and it's really you, man.
That's what he's trying to do, I think.
Mm-hmm.
No comment. No comment. Nah, man. I'm sorry. Like I'd be caught in an instance. Like there's just no way I would instantly fuck up somewhere.
It was fun.
Ugh.
Why? Why? I like when he tells her the motive, and like even Stu is shocked. He's like, "Oh shit."
Yeah. You gave it up.
You did your mom a favor, Sid. That woman was a slut bag whore. Her shit all over town like she was Sharon Stone or something. Yeah,
Let's face it, Sid.
Sydney, your mother
Was no Sharon Stone.
Like I could believe someone like Stu just going off the rails and being peer pressured by someone he looks up to. I just believe that he did that.
And like, listen, you know, we think about like mental health these days, and like I could believe somebody doing it for Billy's motive too. Like I could 100% believe that.
Fucked you up and made you have sex with a psychopath.
Ugh.
That's right.
Gross.
Now you're no longer a virgin.
Ugh.
He's so like maniacal and crazy. I fucking
Yes.
love Stu.
Now you gotta die. Those the rules.
Oh, this is the greatest part. You're gonna love this. We got a surprise for Sydney.
Ugh.
Yeah, you're gonna love this one. It's a scream, baby.
Oh, they said it. They said the name. They said the title.
He's such an idiot. I'll be right back.
Mom's anniversary.
Billy. Marie really hates Billy.
I really do.
He's a jerk off.
Well, she like,
I know.
you know,
I know.
she like gave herself to him, and this is what he does.
Especially
it's so heartbreaking.
especially after she was so like conservative for, you know what I mean, for her own feelings and you know all that, and yeah.
That's the true horror of this movie.
Well, the true horror in Scream 2 is, or I'm sorry, Scream 2? No, Scream 3 are Gail's bangs.
yeah. Who thought that was a good idea?
This part, man.
Yeah.
Get it up.
Yeah. What I also love, Kev, is that the kitchen is set up the exact same today. Like the backsplash.
Is it?
The little island.
The island, everything's the same. The stove, I think, is the same color.
Yeah, I think the only thing that's different, I think the blue's not there. I think it's white, maybe.
Oh, okay. I know when Adam the Woo did his, it was all still the same. Now that has been a while now, though. So.
Give me the knife.
Such a little lap dog.
Now. She said everybody dies, but us. Everybody dies, but us. We're gonna carry on and plan the sequel, because let's face it, baby,
fucking drooling everywhere. Like
Yeah.
he's crazy.
Oh,
Like,
God.
it's so believable.
Now, Sid, don't you blame the movies. Movies don't create psychos. Movies make psychos or create psychos. I'm a great window, right?
Feel a little woozy here.
Boozy. That's the best.
You get the guy. I want that pops, okay? Now!
He goes, okay. Houston.
Houston, you have a problem.
The gun, man.
Yeah, he's so good.
Come on, man. The guy I put it right here. The fuck is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dead.
Still does.
The reporter left her dead in the news van?
Comes to.
Comes to. Stumbles on you, Jeff shit. Finds the gun, foils your plan, and saves the day. I like that ending.
Stu
No
looks-
time for a girl moment. Just shoot him.
Stu looks back like, excuse me?
Hmm.
Yeah, man. Much better without safety on.
Ugh. That neck crack.
Mm-hmm.
Only psychos crack their necks.
That is true. I have to agree with that.
Kevin. Maybe Kevin would be because Kevin and I had a Zoom chat the other day and he was just like and I'm like, what?
I do it all the time. It feels good. Have to.
So you spoke with the Zoom chat. Did y'all record?
No, he was I want to say helping me make my thumbnails for my YouTube channel, but it was just him making it while I was
That's not true.
telling him
Oh.
well, you were like doing all the manual labor and I was just
So-
like, oh, but
I want everybody to go to the Take One podcast on Instagram and look at the graphic that Kevin created for this watch along. It is absolutely phenomenal. And I appreciate that, Kev, so much.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. And Kev messaged me and was like, I hope this is okay that I made this. And I want you to know this too, Marie. This watch along is our watch along forever and ever until somebody backs out. Like equal playing grounds. Whatever anybody
Okay.
wants to do, I am fair game with that.
Right?
okay. Then maybe we should do H2 then someday, huh?
I'm
Rob
not-
Zombie's
oh.
H2. Tap back out.
I'm down with that. Kevin said he wasn't really down with that though.
Hang on.
Mm.
Mom and Dad are gonna be so sad.
That's incredible, dude.
It is. Especially the way like his
Oh my
voice like
God.
perfectly cracked.
Mm-hmm.
Just to bring like that like levity and comedy and to like something that's so like disturbing and brutal as this ending is, it's like it's perfect. It's so
Yep.
perfect. Another fun fact: whenever Skeet gets hit in the chest, he had heart surgery, I think, when he was a kid, and he has like a thing still in him. So when he gets hit the second time, she actually hits it.
Oh damn.
Yeah, did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Really?
That's crazy.
Yeah, he had a heart operation whenever he was younger, and they had a marker where the stunt person was supposed to hit it, and the second hit, she missed and hit his actual spot. So that scream was real.
Oh shit. I just love these feathers everywhere so much.
I always had a thing for you, Sid.
He goes, bitch.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But is he dead, Mike? Marie, is he dead?
I think so. I have my suspicions of who it might be, and it does involve him.
You think it's his sister?
Okay, since we're openly talking about it,
Yeah.
I think that it's his son. I think that he has a son as well.
Oh man, so okay, we got to touch on this.
Not saying that I like that. I'm just saying like, and I don't know if that's true. I just think it's somebody related to him. It would make the most sense.
You think someone other than Tatum gave him the time of day to get spicy?
In high school, probably, yeah. If he can pull a Tatum, I think he could pull somebody else.
So what if it is him though? I don't know if he's dead. I mean,
a lot of people
say
want
that
it's him, and want that, yeah.
Right.
Like I heard that he would not show up in this movie, but him and Sydney would do like a final showdown in Scream 7. But obviously I don't know if that was the original plan or if that was ever a plan. It was just something that was thrown out there. But obviously, if it was the plan, you're gonna have to bring Nev back. You know, it's just, and they already said they don't know where the direction of this is going. So,
and are they listening to like what fans are saying too much to where they're just gonna bring it back because that's what a large group of the fan base wants? I hope not. I think that would really, really taint the OG, and just isn't. Let dead characters be dead.
I agree.
Yeah.
Badass.
I like in the following movies where she like just kills them, like puts a bullet in their head before they even wake up. She's like, just in case.
Yeah. Yes.
Also, I just keep like dishing out these fun facts, but this shot with Courtney Cox coming up, with the sun coming up, I think they only had one shot to get it, and they like added more lines to it, and she had to memorize it super quick, and she nailed it to end the movie.
Yeah, I did hear that. I thought that was really, really cool.
She's just the best.
Do you like that they went back to the house in the new movie?
No.
Yeah, Kevin just hates this movie, the movie so much.
I do like that. Again, I don't like the events that take place there, but I did think that was a cool callback.
I would have liked it if it looked like Stu's house, but I thought the set deck was really bare, and I don't know.
Yeah, they definitely didn't go back to the house. It was obviously something that was built on a soundstage. Yeah.
Favorite movie. My favorite movie ever.
All-time favorite?
All-time favorite. That's my favorite movie.
Love that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm glad you picked it.
For so many reasons, but I'll talk more about it here coming up on Mike's podcast. But
did you
man, I love it.
Did you watch Sick by Kevin Williamson yet?
No.
I mean, I don't think you're gonna hate it, but I don't think you're gonna love it. It's like one of the literal back to basic slasher movies ever. So now I will say COVID is thrown in there. And I always felt funny about that because I thought they were going to do that in Halloween Ends, but it works for a Kevin Williamson slasher film, if that makes sense. Again, it's probably a movie that I probably will never go back and rewatch, but for a Peacock movie or whatever it came out on, I thought it was okay. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm interested because of Kevin Williamson. Big fan of his writing, obviously.
Well, it's very basic.
Well, no, that's good. Like I'm good with like a basic, back to basic slasher, but I am just not interested with any COVID being in movies. I'm just moving past that. Just not for me.
Yeah.
Even if it's not in it for that long, just the fact that it's in a movie, I'm just not interested. I probably won't watch it.
I feel that. No, I definitely get that.
I said the same thing, and then I watched the trailer, and I did like that they were like kind of mocking some of the things that happened during that COVID. But
Oh,
still, I'm just like, oh, I don't.
They 100% like the entire time. That's all they're doing is mocking it. But that again, that goes back to Kevin Williamson and his writing and his style. I kind of
Right.
expected that.
Mm.
So, but which some people don't like period COVID stuff, and then some people don't like the fact that people are making fun of COVID. Because you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
I like that back. I'm like, good, make fun of it.
Yeah, I mean,
we don't need this to be serious anymore.
It can go either way. So, but I thought it was pretty solid. It was just good to see Kevin Williamson. It was his own thing. So,
yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, man.
I'm trying to figure out what movie to watch next as far as like tonight. Like, what am I going to go in the room and watch?
John Carpenter's The Fog, man. It's the anniversary.
Have you seen They Live?
Yeah.
Is that good? I haven't seen it.
I've only seen it once. I need to see it again. And
the only reason I asked because I was in Best Buy the other day and they just came out with a 4K Steelbook and that shit looks sick. But I've never seen it.
It's different.
Mm-hmm.
Very different, and I need to rewatch it. I know Burke really, really loves it. A lot of people love it. I really enjoyed it, but I think I need to see it again just to really figure out how I feel about it.
Yeah, I watched it just like last year, I think, for the first time, and I liked it. Well, I liked it because I was like, "This is what's happening in real life." Like I was like, "This is real. This is what's going on." But it is different. It is yeah. Well, you have to watch one of those. Watch that or The Fog then.
Okay. Definitely will.
Do it.
Are y'all Mike Flanagan fans?
Ooh, it's a good question because I was talking about Mike Flanagan recently with Burke, and I think Mike Flanagan. What?
I'm like, who's that?
Oh, Mike Flanagan. He directed Dr. Sleep, Midnight Mass.
Yeah.
So many movies. I think he is a top tier director, modern horror director.
Agreed.
I think he's very, very technical, and everything is so like cohesive and well thought out. But I feel like he has a ceiling. I think his movies are very well made, but there's a like a flatness to them. There's like a little bit of a boring level to them, even though they're so well done. It's really hard to like.
Is there a movie that sticks out to you that is boring or flatlined by him?
I think Hush is pretty boring.
Okay.
I think I'm not a big Dr. Sleep fan.
Oh, I love Dr. Sleep.
Yeah,
Dr.
a lot of
Sleep,
I know. I'm on an island
was a
with
little. I don't know. I was iffy about Dr. Sleep. But a lot of people thought Midnight Mass was super boring, but I
like
liked
Midnight Mass. Actually. I like Midnight Mass. I really liked Hush. Again, that movie was like a real basic movie, so I could see where like it kind of got boring for you there. But man, imagine being in that fucking situation. Hell no.
Yeah.
Hell no.
I love Gerald's Game. I think that's probably my favorite movie he's done. I think Oculus is great. Are you asking that because is that going to be one of your picks coming up?
No, I was thinking about it. I was going to like one of these times. I was going to pick Hush.
Ooh, okay.
But I'm not going to if you don't like it. So
man, you pick it. That'll be your pick.
All right. So my movie for next time is I feel like a movie that we all love. Like definitely wanted to get back into onto that train. We did go with Scream here, so I am going to go with Hereditary next time.
Whoa!
Yeah,
I did not expect that.
I know you were thinking about it, Kev, and I remember watching it not too long ago, and like super late at night, and man, it creeps me the hell out. So I'm gonna go with Hereditary,
dude.
Good.
Hats off to you. That's a hell of a pick.
I've seen Hereditary probably 7 to 10 times.
It's such a good movie.
And I watched it just like this past weekend. And again, every time I watch it, I'm just like,
this
is one of the best.
It's a perfect movie.
It is.
Perfect movie. And I think it's in my top, that was my top 3 horror movies. It's one of my most favorite movies ever, probably. Oh, good pick. I can't wait to talk about Hereditary.
I didn't expect Hereditary.
Well, technically, Kevin suggested it, but it was definitely one that I was like, man, we got to.
Yes, we got to.
And then again, Then after that, Marie, you're back on the hot seat
Mhm.
Oh my gosh.
after Hereditary. So I enjoyed these
Okay.
watch-alongs. We had a really good crowd tonight, so I appreciate everybody tuning in
Yes.
tonight.
Thank you, guys.
And watching with us. It was super fun. I figured we'd probably get the turnout for Scream. I know it's definitely a fan favorite, so I really appreciate that. But before we wrap up, Kev, what do you have going on in your life, or whatever you want to talk about podcast wise?
Well, nothing crazy, man. I'm just looking forward to a little movie called The Outwaters that comes out February 9th.
Okay,
That's a movie that's been on my radar for a while now, and I hope that it's playing near me. So I'm just really anticipating that movie.
is it supposed to be a limited release, or
I'm not sure. I think so. I don't know if you'll like it. It's found footage.
oh, did you
Yeah,
share?
you're gonna
Did you
get
share
sick.
it today?
I think Marie did.
Somebody
I
shared
shared
it.
it yesterday. I think yesterday I did.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like that.
Yeah.
I
It's
hear
not
it's-
that I'm not
Barf.
gonna. It's not that I'm not gonna like it. It's just I literally cannot watch it. Or
Yeah.
I just.
I'm not a huge found
Shame.
footage. I'm not a huge found footage person like Marie is, but I've been chasing that high that the Blair Witch gave me. I've been chasing
Yeah.
something that lives up to that level, and from what I'm hearing, The Outwaters does that, and so I can't fucking wait for that movie.
So that would you say that's your most anticipated movie coming up?
I mean, Scream 6. I'm gonna go see. I'm.
So, well, I was gonna say coming up within the next couple of months, but I forgot it's fucking February already. So Scream 6 is next month.
I would say The Outwaters,
Yeah.
Evil Dead Rise, and Scream 6. That's what I'm looking forward to.
What about you, Marie?
Well, first I want to address the fact that Kevin says I'm not a big found footage guy, but then sometimes he'll name movies that he likes. And I'm
know.
like, that's found footage. Like Cinemarink is
I
pretty
know.
much found footage.
Yeah,
And I'm just
you're right.
like, what? Like
Yeah.
I'm like, I think you are
Oh.
into found footage. Maybe you just haven't watched as many as I have, but if you would,
Well,
I can recommend a whole bunch
Well,
for
I'm
you.
glad you mentioned that, Marie. I'm glad you mentioned that because I want to ask Kevin this: how found footage is that movie, Skinamarink?
Skinamarink.
Because
It's not.
it's about to drop, and I want to watch it. But if I cannot watch it, then
You can. There's no
You
shaky.
can.
It's all still shots.
That's what I was gonna say. It's not found footage in the fact where it's just like shaky shit
got you.
everywhere.
Okay,
It's
cool.
everything is very still and abstract, and it's a lot of sound design and a lot of using your imagination and what you pull out of it. And a lot of people hated it. A lot of people think it's boring and
I've heard that, but I've heard the very opposite.
a waste of time. But I
Mhm.
think there's something very primordial about it.
Well, I'm gonna take your
And I
I'm gonna
loved it.
take your advice. I'm gonna watch it in the dark, late at night,
All along.
all alone.
like
So
I
I'm
think-
definitely gonna do
setting.
that.
I think
Yeah.
if you grew up with maybe sleep paralysis or night terrors or like nightmares where
Me,
you
Dude,
have
No.
you have
Okay.
you have nightmares that something demonic or scary is in your dream, but you can't see it, but it's there and you can't get away from it. This movie feels like that.
Yeah.
It's an experimental film, definitely.
It's
And
interest-
not a lot happens, but it's cool.
It's interesting you say that because not to get like too personal, but I grew up like sleepwalking a lot,
Yeah.
and I grew out of that into sleep paralysis. Like I haven't gotten it recently, but last year I got it a lot.
Really?
And it's
Oh my
still
God.
it's one of the scariest things. Like it's terrifying.
Damn, dude. Yeah, I couldn't imagine
that sucks.
something like that. But this film is very polarizing. You're either gonna think it's cool and you feel something, or you'd be like, this is boring. Nah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What about
Yeah.
you, Marie? Are you looking forward to anything coming out, and what do you got going on? I know Marie Plays Everything is just on fire right now.
Replays it all.
Oh, true. I'm thinking
But
of your
Marie reviews
Instagram.
everything.
I'm thinking of your Instagram.
It was
I'm
hard to
thinking
come
of
up with
your
a name
Instagram.
that was a little bit different. No, I know.
No,
Replays it all. Look at my mug.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, that's sick.
My mom and dad got me mugs and like a water bottle and shirts and stuff made.
I was going to ask you, is there a store? I'd definitely buy a mug.
They just sent the logo to some place and got me a couple things.
Oh, okay.
So
Cool.
I don't even know where they got it from, but there will be mugs. Maybe there will be mugs.
So I just want to say that I absolutely love your podcast on Instagram. I mean, on YouTube. Like, it's just different. And I love the fact that you're going in there watching movies that you've never seen. I think
That's cool. Yeah.
It's one of the coolest things is because I would fucking butcher it, guessing what movies are about. Like I'd be so bad at that. I would be so bad at that. But it's so fun to compare what you thought it was and then what you ended up getting out of it.
Let's be real. My answers that I answer in the beginning before I watch it are not what I thought it was. And you know what? I got to say one thing. There are a couple answers that I gave in the first episode that were kind of right, but Daniel and I want to keep it like more comedy. So we just
No, I get that.
Cut that out. Just keep me being stupid. Yeah, that's been really fun. So that's on the Not a Strong Start YouTube page and Spotify, and I do like video game stuff. I have 3 episodes out now.
Love that.
One today with my brother. That was really fun.
Hilarious. It is so good.
I haven't watched that one yet. I watched last week's or the last one that you put out. I thought that was really cool. Did you not had you not played oh God, why am I gonna butcher it? Fall Guys? Have you not played Fall Guys before?
No, that's the whole point of that one segment with my son, Call My Mom is a Noob. He plays these games, I don't play them, and it's my very first time playing the game. So the next episode that's coming out, with him, I'm playing Fortnite, and I've never played it before.
Does your son play Fortnite? Because you should.
Oh God,
is it fun? Is Fortnite fun?
I think it's really fun. But you gotta remember. I
find it stressful a little bit.
you gotta remember. I lean more towards Fortnite because I can't play Call of Duty because of the first person view.
First person. And
it's so stupid, and it makes me so upset because I love Call of Duty, but like I can only play like 1 or 2 games before I start to get sick to my stomach. But I wanted to ask you about Fall Guys because my coworker, him and his wife played, and they got me to download it a couple weeks ago. And it's like
so cute.
It is, but it's so fun too. And we get like super tipsy and super competitive. It's so fun. Like it's so fun. It's fun. It's so fun
and it's adorable. And it's just, oh God, my son is just so good. He's been like, I put a video game controller like in his hand when he was 3 years old. I'm like, have at it, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, how proud are you that your son is just like a gamer?
You see in the video, I'm like almost crying. I'm like, oh my God, he's so good. Just wait till the Fortnite episode, man. It's just seriously, he's him and his old buddy play Fortnite, and he's always like, "We won, Mom. We won. We beat like 120 people." I'm like, okay, cool. He was 5 years old playing Battlefront, the Star Wars one, and he was getting hate messages from like grown men thinking that we had a modded Xbox because he was so good at flying and shooting. And I was like, no, you just got schooled by a 5-year-old. Like seriously.
Marie,
suck
on that.
Do you guys ever play like 1 versus 1? And if so, do you ever beat him? Do you let him beat you?
Well, it depends on the game. I've never played 1 versus 1 with him. I should try with Overwatch, but because we both play Overwatch a lot. But he probably would beat me. He's so good.
But are you is your like competitive level up there? Like you're not gonna let him win, right?
No, I wouldn't let him win. I'm not a very competitive person, to be honest. Like I'm more of like if anybody else wins, I'm like, good for you, But I like to win, but I'm not like, I don't know. Yeah. But if he beat me, I'd be proud.
The reason why I ask is my nephew, who's 8, he loves Madden, and whenever he's over, he wants to play all the time, and he's good, man. He's really good, and I can't let him win. And so we went toe to toe. He plays on rookie mode. I play on pro. And man, he was crushing me the other day, and I came all the way back, and it went to overtime, and I won the coin. I won the coin toss, and he was like, "No!" And like he started to cry, and I go all the way down the field, and I scored. I won in overtime.
I thought you were gonna say like I just fumbled or threw
No.
a lateral or
I scored. I was like, "Good game, man, dude. You're so good." And he was just like in tears, crying.
Well, you gotta
I'm an
teach
uncle.
them.
I'm an uncle, man. I have to,
Oh,
give
dude,
him some tough love and
dude, my uncle did the
bosses.
same shit to me. Like on the PlayStation, I had like SmackDown 2 and NFL Blitz. He would always come in there and kick my ass and then take me to go get food and we watch Halloween. Like my uncle, like
That's the best childhood.
I got introduced to everything because of my uncle. Horror movies, video game, like everything.
Yeah.
But you got to be that uncle that humbles. You got to get humbled by your uncle.
I mean, because he'll know if I go easy on him, and he hates that.
Yeah.
So he
Well,
hates
good.
that, but he's
That's
also competitive, and he wants to win, but he doesn't want to lose. And so we just play, and I mean, he has beat me before, but man, that game was hilarious. It was. I had to win.
You gotta teach them, like, you can't win them all, buddy. You're gonna lose a lot at life, so you gotta lose the video games to start you off this.
Maria,
That's
are you looking forward to any new video games coming out this year or anything like that?
New video games.
But the only reason I asked is
I don't
because
know.
I'm really looking forward to Hogwarts Legacy that drops.
Okay, see,
next
I've
week.
never watched or read at all any Harry Potter. I've never
Really. Oh man,
I'm sorry. Really?
look at Kevin.
Really?
Look at Kevin's face.
I just can't believe you've never seen any Harry Potter movies.
No.
I mean, I'll admit I
I'm
was late to the party too, so I get it. But man, once I watched them,
Man,
it's an every year
not
watch for
welcome
me
back.
now.
whatever, Marie. Psh, whatever.
Anyway, I'm excited for the Outwaters to come out.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Yeah.
Loser.
I'm no good. I'm not coming back for the Hereditary episode, you guys. That's it. Like I don't know anything about Harry Potter. Cut.
No, it's okay. We'll have you back.
It's not. Yeah.
I mean, it's man. I just feel bad because I think about I used to make fun of my cousin for being so into Harry Potter, and then like now, I would consider myself a Potter nerd or a Potterhead.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, you
Like,
should go down.
Potterhead, nice.
You should go down to Universal Studios and get like the butterbeer and do that. Go get you a wand and all that stuff.
I really want to. They got a wand
That's
out on.
fun.
They got a wand like on Amazon now. Like I can sit here and like do a spell and it would turn my lights off and shit.
Hell yeah.
I love that so much.
Like I really want to. I'm not gonna lie. I really want to get it. I think
I can sit here. I can sit here and do a spell.
Back. Yeah.
I love that.
Because now I can just say Alexa, turn whatever light off.
Oh.
And then,
do a spell.
But could you program it? Could you program it to like instead of being like Alexa, you like you do like the Wingardium Leviosa thing and it shuts the light off?
Yes,
dude, you got to get that for the stream.
Yeah, and one of the things that I really love about Universal, even though I haven't been, but what I saw is like you can take your wand and they have certain spots at Universal where you can say the spells and like you can make the feather float with your wand.
What?
Yeah,
Marie,
dude, trust me, I watched it. And I've just nerded out. I've been watching YouTube videos. I'm like, oh man, like it's
is it that good, you guys? Like it's that good?
I really enjoy it. And one of the things that I told Kevin about not too long ago, it's probably one of the rare like movies. It's 8 movies. And for the most part, they get better and darker as they go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, again, my ranking is what I like more. It probably wouldn't be in that order, but like it gets really good. I would say there's definitely not a bad movie in it. And that's very rare to say.
Agreed.
With 8 movies in a franchise.
Yeah.
I'm not a diehard Harry Potter fan. I haven't read all the books, but I do think the movies are so well made. I had another thing I was going to say about Harry Potter. Oh, I think it's our generation's Star Wars. I think if you grew up watching Star Wars and you loved it because it it's a whole new world of like magic and characters and places and things you've never seen that feels so cool. Harry Potter does that, and yeah, I think that's why a lot of
Okay.
people love it. And
Maybe.
it's got like
Okay.
scary creatures in it and monsters, and so that has a whole other element to it. It's just
I-
cool. It's very
I-
well done.
Yeah, if you don't watch it soon, Marie, I think I'll do it for my next watch along. At least the first one, because you start getting into the other ones. They're like 4 hours long, and
Yeah.
it's just a
Are
little
they?
too long.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're really good. So, so is that the only
Well.
movie you're looking forward to coming up?
I'm kind of like I'm not looking forward to the Evil Dead Rise movie. I'm not looking forward to it.
I
Yeah.
am.
I'm going to watch it,
Oh, of course.
but
yeah.
with a very skeptical. I'm gonna go in there and be like,
Very
see
apprehensive.
what you got.
Yeah, it's like
Entertain me.
dude, that's how I was when I went and saw Halloween 2018. Like I got an alert on my Apple Watch that said my heart rate was high before the movie
Yeah.
even started.
So stressed.
So stressed.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm going to see Knock at the Cabin tomorrow.
Mhm.
So
Oh yeah, okay.
I'm interested to see how that is. And then obviously Scream, but there's not. Oh, I am going to go see Titanic next week
Nice.
for the re-release in the theater. So I'm
Man.
excited about that.
I remember when that VHS like box
Yeah.
set came out, and
Yeah.
everybody in school was like, I'm getting mine at like 5 a.m. tomorrow. Like everybody was crazy about it.
Yeah,
I was in 4th grade.
Yeah, my grandma still has that. Still has.
I think
the
I have
dou-
it somewhere.
the double feature. She had a couple that stick out to me that I remember: The Godfather, Titanic, and The Green Mile. Those were all.
I love
double
the Green
ones.
Mile.
Me too. Such a good,
Like,
sad movie.
It's
but
so heartbreaking.
Mhm.
it is. All right. Well, I guess we can go ahead and hop off here. It was super fun. I love the conversation at the end. I mean, we can all easily keep going. You know, I plan on down the line, not too far, but I want to do some like live YouTube videos that aren't watch along. So maybe we can hop on here and just talk. Like
Yeah.
it's always it's always good to get on here and talk to y'all. I always
Mhm.
enjoy it. So I
Mhm.
appreciate
was
y'all
fun.
coming on, and good job, Kev, on the movie.
Yeah. I learned
Thanks,
so
man.
much today. I learned so much
Thanks.
tonight. I got spoilers of movies I haven't seen,
Mhm.
and I
Yeah.
learned so much behind the scenes.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you
It's
guys
always
for
fun.
including me.
Yeah, you want your behind the scenes stuff? Go to Kev. He knows it.
Yep.
Mhm. It's
He
true.
knows it.
Well,
All right,
thanks, man.
yeah, man. All right, everybody. That's gonna wrap up the live watch along for Scream and Road to Scream 6. Kev starts next week, and I'm super excited for that. So
Can't
I
wait,
know.
dude.
Can't
I'm
believe
very
it's here.
excited.
All right,
Very excited.
everybody. Hope you all have a good night and talk to y'all soon.